Welcome to the Imagine Not Being Leeds.
Imagine not being Leeds, not feeling this pain, not dancing through thunder, not walking through rain. Imagine not rising with fists in the air when the world turned its back and no one would care. We've lived in the ashes, we've drowned in defeat, but still we stand proud on our battered old feet. Imagine not loving with all that you are. Imagine not being Leeds.
We love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
We do love you, Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Now that everybody, welcome
Cheers.
back to Imagine Not Being Leeds, and welcome to everybody's favourite Friday night Leeds show. It is Late Night Leeds. Now that everybody, welcome back. I hope everyone's doing well. So, Adam, before we get on to it, let me just say, Bossnass's little one's poorly. So, Bossnass isn't in today. So, we've required my best pal, Adam Priestley, for tonight's
both
Late Night
Adams.
Leeds. Both Adams.
Greetings.
Greetings from Mr. Priestley. How are you doing, Priestley? You well?
Knackered. It's been a long couple of months.
Been a long couple of months, mate.
Christmas is coming.
It's on the horizon. It is, mate. And a good week for Leeds United, which I'm sure we'll get into. But AG, you good?
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, very well, thanks. Good week of Leeds United, so we're happy.
Really good, mate. Like I say, we'll get into that. But yeah, so obviously Bossnass isn't in tonight, and also we have watched loads of people turn off now. We have no Mr. Whitesnake rights today. He's a bit under the weather, so he weren't able to do a poem this week. Please stay where you are, because I know a lot of you only come for that. But yeah, he's not on this week either. But yeah, we've got plenty to get into. We've got 2 reviews to go through, preview, got loads of little bits of segments, as you know. But we will start this week with Too Good, Too Shit.
Too good, too shit.
Priestley just thinking, what the hell is this? Right then, Too Good, Too Shit.
I only pop on for Beat the Ladder, and that's it.
So, number 1 of Too Good, finally. We saw 3-5-2 this week. A game and a half of 3-5-2. Loved it. 3-1 Leeds against Chelsea, which we will review the game. But yeah, that could not be on the Too Good segment. And the 2 shit are Dirty Tactics by Man City, the Dark Arts, and also this. Sorry, Mr. Sean Healy, but that had to go on there. If anyone didn't see that, let's just have another look. Sorry, Mr. Sean Healy.
If you could have do it properly and put flute music over it.
That could have gone into the Too Good section. Mr. Sean Healy's dance moves last weekend. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, that's this week's Too Good, Too Shit. I don't think you can disagree with any of them, boys. What do you think?
No, Sean looks like he's a toddler who's just learned to walk, let alone dance. Like he's just, yeah.
Oh, absolutely class. Let's have a quick look at some of the comments. That Leeds lad, hey up, mate. Evening, lads. Great atmosphere. Hard to play against. Yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, 100%. Mike, please like and subscribe. Cheers, Top Banana. Graham, thank you so much for being here. Should be a massive positive chat tonight. Might even win the quiz. Oof, we'll see. Priestley will win the quiz. We know that one, Top Banana. Tickle those likes. Yeah, please like, please subscribe. Hey up, Dave. Matty, great vlog from Wilkinson's, mate. Yeah, been to the Sergeant Wilco.
Did you go to that Wilkinson thing today?
I have not said it a few times, no?
No, I don't think you mentioned it at all. At any point today, did you mention
unbelievable. Well, I've got a vlog on, so anyone go watch it who cares. Like, yeah, great day. Mike, Matty, for I'm a celeb, yeah, if you say so. Angela, hey up, Angela. Richard, John Parzin, hey up, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Right then, let's get into the main reason we're here to talk about Leeds United. Let's touch on, boys. We'll just touch on because it feels like a lifetime ago, but Leeds City review. Right then, boys. I'll start with you, AG. Leeds went to the Etihad last weekend. set up in a formation we didn't want to see, and it was definitely a game of two halves. But Leeds leave that game with a lot of credit, moving into the Chelsea game that happened midweek. But yeah, how do you feel about the Etihad, mate? Briefly.
I thought it was a really good game. It was a really fun game to watch. First half with a 4-3-3, high press, playing around the back slowly. It started as we thought. Changed at half time. Farke deserves a lot of credit for that, I think. He bit the bullet, changed the full base formation, but ultimately he changed the way we play football as well. He went away from all his usual ethos, etc., and played direct, didn't try and have possession, sat at a bit of a lower block as well, didn't try and high press too much, or tried to at the right times, essentially. And then we played better than Man City for the second half. We won that second half of football, and you can't argue with that. And it was a great game to watch. And even Foden scoring at the end. Usually a game like that, I'd be devastated, like we lose at the end, but just expected them to score. Well, I did. I went into the game thinking we were going to lose the game of football. So when we lost it, even being 2-2, then it wasn't a massive shock to me, and I wasn't too downbeat because we were so good in it.
Yeah, no, I agree. Priestley, the golfing quality is always going to be there away at City, but like Adam says, we're left with a lot of positives to take into Chelsea, didn't we? It was a really good second half performance by Leeds United.
I was more annoyed that we lost 3-2 than if we'd have got battered 4 or 5-0.
So many people have said that, but no, not for me.
It's the hope that kills you. At 2-2, I thought, we're going to get a point out of this, and then you saw 10 minutes, and there was just an inevitability about it.
It was.
You knew they were going to score. I didn't expect them to score quite so early into injury time, but it's just one moment of magic in it from a great player.
Yeah, well, that's it, Adam. Priestley, we dealt really well with Haaland, but that did create a little bit more space in that pocket for Foden, didn't it, a couple of times?
Yeah, it did. Was that me, Adam? You were talking to them, Matty.
I meant Priestley. I actually called him by his. I called him like his mother.
Two people with the same name on.
Well, not usually, because I don't even look at you like an Adam. You're just a Priestley. But yeah,
don't
Priestley.
You like an Adam.
Foden found himself in a fair few pockets, didn't he, space? So
the fact we weren't 4-0 down at half time were amazing.
Oh, incredible!
Gave us a chance to come back into it, and even the players and Pep came out after the game and said once we changed the system, they couldn't handle it. They didn't have a clue what was going on.
I think it was just about the way we played football. I think we played so direct. When you play like that and DCL can outjump nearly every centre back in the league, it's really tough to play against. And you get people near him when you play it long when you want to play it long, and DCL gets players around him. It's just a really simplistic way of playing football that works. And it can work against any side because you're making it a physical thing, a physical battle, nearly exclusively at that stage. And then when you sit back in a low block or a mid block, it's hard to get through. You get people behind the ball, it's hard to get through. But
when you've got two strikers that are going to bully defenders,
yes,
absolutely, it's always going to be a different game.
Yes, absolutely.
Than just lumping it up to one of them, because who's there for the knockdown? Nobody. But Calvert-Lewin and Metcha play so well off each other.
I think we could have tried to mark Phil Foden for the second goal. We could have tried to get within 5 yards of him at some stage during the receiving it on the edge of the box and floating across. But there you go.
Yeah, rather than go from one corner to the other and then just bang it in corner.
Yeah. Good goal, good finish, but he's that good a play. You got to get in him and around him, haven't you?
Anything to sort of say before moving on from City about the Donnarumma, Pep Guardiola tactics that made my bad section this week? Anything to touch on that, boys?
Yeah, it's wank.
I mean, it is wank, but I don't really care. Bielsa, I get my morals from Bielsa, really, football now. Everything, whatever he said goes, and he would be completely against it because it's not for the fans, so whatever. But it helped, I say it's not for the fans, it helped the Man City team, so probably helped the Man City fans, so whatever.
It's the fact that when a player goes down, they're meant to go off the pitch for 30 seconds or a minute.
Yeah.
Unless it's a goalkeeper, and they've taken advantage of it.
Yeah, but like Danny Murphy
annoying.
Like Danny Murphy said, say, okay, if your goalkeeper goes down, the captain's going to come off then 30 seconds. Find a different way around it because it's a loophole, isn't it? So they've got to have a punishment for it. They've got to find a way around it as a league, as a governing body. So bring another player off or two players off.
Yeah, 100%. So we've had a few comments already. Where's Bossnass? Is the quiz still on? Roger Slicker, the quiz is still on. Don't you worry. Don't you panic. I know.
Yeah, the difference is you've got someone on tonight that can actually answer the questions.
Yeah, someone knows Leeds United for once.
Yeah, Bossnass there at Planet Leeds. Apologies for the absence tonight, people. My boy's not well. Top replacement with the Peacock Priestley. Yeah, exactly.
Bossnass, I hope he's doing better.
Well, soon. Paul for Leeds. I was correct with my prediction for Chelsea. So here's my prediction again, 3-1. Paul, I will get into my prediction later, but I'm
saying we're going to win 3-1 tomorrow is madness.
Oh, it's not. Look at this. What a difference a week makes, Adam. We are very optimistic. I am anyway, and I'm sure you are, buddy. But
Yep.
that'll do us really for that. What that'll do us for City
Yes.
game. It's not, if it were directly after City game, we'd have loads to pull apart because we are really technical and really break down in depth. We don't really the analysis, do we? We just have a little chat between ourselves, don't we? But yes, we will move on. The quiz is here.
Yes.
It is there. It is everywhere. Defeat the ladder.
I'm really excited about this.
Come on then, Mr. Host.
I am
Let's
expecting
go.
we've been on the other side of this.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Well, exactly. Now you got money where your mouth is now, Priestley. You can't get any wrong. And I usually don't like the quiz because I'm not very good at it. People like, what year this happened? I don't know what year anything happened or who scored what goal, anything like that. So now I'm asking the questions. If anyone hasn't seen it before, there's 10 questions. Beat the ladder. If you get 2 questions wrong in a row, you're out. But if you can't get every other one wrong. But you have to get the 10th one right to beat the ladder. That's the rules.
I'm worried that Matt is going to be putting a lot of faith in me here.
Oh, don't start backtracking, you. You're like an encyclopedia, mate.
Right. Are you two ready?
Yes. Teamwork, Priestley.
10 questions. Here we go. I'll change the background, mate. Change the background.
Oh, man, I'm so crap. One
It's like
sec.
you have one job.
Everyone just give me a minute. There we go. There we go. Look at that.
Look at that.
Hopefully they start off a little bit easier.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, the first one. And I mean, anyway, how many seats does Ellen Road currently have? What's the capacity? I've got multiple choice. Do you want it?
Oh, my God.
That's
Priestley.
a mad first question.
Priestley, let's just have a chat, right? It can't be full capacity now for like safety reasons, can it? It's certain, but it is over 37, but it's never 37, is it? It's 36 some at most games. And that's
There's always that section underneath the scoreboard.
Yeah, there
empty.
is. But
Look,
the actual
Right, go on,
capacity is
let's have multiple
37.
choice.
Can I just say, I got this off the Leeds United website, right? I looked on lots of different places, and there's different numbers everywhere. So, but when Leeds put their note out for what the new ground, when they're going to develop it, they said current capacity is this.
Right.
Okay, then that's important. I'm going to do A, B, and C. A, 38,014. B, 37,645. And C, 36,580.
That 38,040 sounds familiar.
Shut up. No, mate. It's B, 37. It's 37, Priestley.
And by the way, I'm not Bossnass. I'm not pissing about. You've got to lock it in. I'm not.
We're
gonna
knowing it is,
lock
right?
it in.
We'll go B then.
If I get these wrong, if I go against Priestley and get it wrong, I'll be fuming.
Is this final answer?
It's not 38, it's 37.
We'll go B then.
B, 37,000. Yep,
Yeah.
645. Correct.
Come on. Let me have a
That
quick look at
38,000 number sounded familiar for some reason. I don't know.
I like this answer by Sly. A lot. I like
Mate,
a lot.
The thing is, that's not really a question for the chat. It's not a really good question that way. But because if you look online, there's loads of different numbers. Lots of different
maybe I
places.
saw the 38,000 online, and that's what I've gone.
Thing
with.
is, I had another model, I had D, which is another 37,980. And I thought that's a bit unfair. Like, let's give you 1,000. Anyway, question number 2. On Wednesday of this very week, Leeds United beat the world champions Chelsea 3-1 at Ellen Road, confirming Leeds as the current best team in the world. When we beat Chelsea 2-0 at Stamford Bridge in 1999, who scored both goals? Priest, that's an easy one for you.
I know this one. Stephen McPhail.
Ah, yeah, he did. Yep, lock that in.
Lock it in.
Free kick that went all the way through.
I was there. I was at that game. I was at that
yeah.
game.
Of course
Yeah.
you were. Yeah.
I used to go to all the London games. Yeah, Stephen fell correct.
London.
Yeah, I was in a Chelsea. No.
Oh, class.
That's when I spoiled Chelsea. I never spoiled Chelsea. Right, question number 3.
Yeah, can I just say, Adam, as well? What a talented player McPhail was, just always injured.
Pass master, wasn't he? Like, he couldn't run.
Talented
He lay in
player.
hard, but talented, mate. On the ball, technically.
Yeah, technically.
Really
gifted, mate.
talented player. Wouldn't get really by in the modern era, would he? Because he can't really get around the pitch, or couldn't. But
No,
yeah,
he's not
really
good.
talented.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bit unfair. Anyway, who was Leeds United's question number 3? Who was Leeds United's captain when they won the first division title in 1992?
Gordon Strachan.
Gordon Strachan. Yeah.
I've just been there today. Come on, I didn't. If you know that, Priestley, I've just been there today, watching him talk about it and all that jazz.
The difference is between us three is that I actually saw games that season.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I won't go with it. Fair play, man. That's why you're
Correct.
here, mate. Come on.
Question number 4. Now, this is name the player. So what I'm going to give you is the clubs they've been at. So it's the 2 clubs before, Leeds United, and then the club they went to. This is question number 4. Name the player. I've got clues if you need it. I don't think you will, because there's no years, just clubs, right?
Yep.
Bristol Rovers to Crystal Palace to Leeds United to Everton. Name the player. Do you want him again?
No.
The problem is with that could be any year of anything, can't it? That's the.
Yeah, can you give us like a decade? No. Can you give us?
I could
Can you
do.
give us a manager he played under at Leeds or something like that?
Okay. I've got my first. Do you want my first clue? I've got 3 clues for this to make it a little bit.
Can I know one player that we signed from Palace, but I can't remember him going to Everton. And I see him, Nigel Martin. Well, the only player I remember signing from Palace. But I don't know where he went after Leeds. I can't remember.
He went to Everton.
I cannot remember. But I know we signed him from Palace. Is that what it is?
Martin.
Come on.
Correct.
I didn't know he went to Everton.
How have you stumbled into the correct answer?
He's the only one I know from Palace. I did not know he'd gone to Everton. That was my only issue.
You know when you said there's only one player I can remember signing from Palace? There's only one player I can remember signing from Palace. That was Sean Derry.
You come from Palace, yeah.
Wow.
That's a great shout, because I say there's no years in there. So a lot of people got that as class. Question number 6. Oh no, number 5. Sorry, I've done that. Question number 5. Name the player. So again, there's only 2 of these. Motherwell, Cardiff, Leeds United, Fulham.
Ross No.
Yeah, McCormack went to Fulham.
Yeah, I think
we got him from Cardiff.
Ross McCormack.
We got him from Cardiff, and he went to Fulham. It does sound like Ross McCormack to me as well.
Come on! Oh, Matty's on fire. Oh,
yeah, this one's a bit tougher. Oh no, Priest will get this, I think. In the 2000-2001 season, Leeds United began their Champions League campaign in the 3rd qualifying round against a German club. Leeds won 3-0 in aggregate. What German club did they play? And I've got multiple choice if you want it.
I know it. I'll see if Matty gets it.
What year was this?
2000-2001.
I don't know why I was thinking Hamburg, but I don't think it's. Go on, Priestley, you go.
1860 Munich.
Yeah, of course it was.
Do you know what? The chat went silent there. Only Paul Smith said Dortmund, and that was it. No one else spoke a word there.
Dortmund, Hertha Berlin.
Yeah, 1860 Munich, correct.
Yeah, of course it was. I remember that.
Also, you said 3-0 on aggregate. It was actually 3-1. But semantics.
Let me just stop you there, Adam, right quick. 100 people at building now. Thank you for watching. 29 likes. Please smash a like on video if you don't mind. We really would appreciate it. Yeah, smash a like if you're in here, please. 100 people on a Friday night. Thanks for sharing it with us. Legends.
Not with a like. Everyone like this. You know, it costs nothing. Just a click of your finger. The problem with this quiz really is it's based on Bossnass and Matty, which might have been a bit more challenging. Priestley's a bit too Leeds.
What you trying to say, mate? I've been on fire.
He's just smarter than you.
Right. Matty, you've been on fire because I've let you be on fire.
Oh yeah, Nigel Martin, yeah, Sean Derry, all that. Give over, mate. Give over. Look at
it. You can't claim Nigel Martin when you stumbled into it accidentally.
No, I knew that one, mate. I seen him a day. You know what I mean? I don't know if I told you.
I've got a football signed by him upstairs. What's your point?
Priestley, if you had a mastermind, what would be your specialist subject?
Leeds United.
Leeds United, yeah.
Oh well, now we're doing bloody mastermind on here now. Oh no, it's not beat the ladder anymore.
Honestly,
beat the mastermind. Right. Anyway, last season, he's just going to know this. Last season, we got knocked out by Middlesbrough in the first round of the EFL Cup. What was the score?
4-0. I think Priestley. I think it was 4-0 Middlesbrough. Oh, was it 3-0?
3-0. 3-0. Yeah.
3-0. We got hammered. I know that. I want it 3-1. We didn't score, did we?
3-0. Yeah. I
actually think it was 4, but yeah, I'm going to go with Priestley on this one.
Oh, are you? What a surprise. Yeah, 3-0, correct.
Yes.
This is a fun one, but I think Priestley's going to know it.
Look at this.
Yeah, you go first.
Priestley, the Leeds Yoda. Feisty one you are.
Clever I am.
Cuddly you are.
Come on. Right, question number 8. This is the best ladder ever by a long way. In November 2000, Leeds United beat Liverpool 4-3 at Ellen Road. Mark Viduka scoring all 4 goals.
Yep.
But which player got 2 of the assists?
Right, hold on. Oh,
I'd love to stump him. I hope I've stumped him. Just say if you know it, Priestley. Don't say the answer if you get it.
I'm trying to play goals in my head now.
I think I know it.
Bowyer.
I know who got 3 of them. It's just a case of knowing who didn't get the other one.
I think it was Bowyer.
No. So there was 2 assists, 1 assist, 1 assist.
Yeah. Smith got the first assist.
Wow.
Gary Kelly got the second. I think the other 2 were Decor.
Never Decor. Never.
I'm out. What's the point?
Priestley, that's some knowledge, that kid. That is some knowledge, that kid.
I put effort into this. This is bollocks.
That's unreal. How do you even, honestly?
It's another game I was at.
Yeah, but to know the assister, that's just freakish.
Like I said, I knew 3 of them. I wasn't, but I know Smith and Kelly only got 1 each. So
Nige got Decor.
Both Decor's fly through balls. Kelly cross and Smith one was a sort of block tackle on Hippier.
Decor. Unreal.
Well, he's going to know this as well, right? Last time Liverpool visited Ellen Road for a league match was in April 23. What was the score? Oh,
I feel like it was 6-1.
Yeah, I was going to say we scored, didn't we?
Yeah, Sinistera scored just after half time.
I think it was 5-1.
6-1.
Right, go with Priestley.
Oh, are you going to go with Priestley?
Yeah, why not?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, sorry for cackle. What question are we on now?
This is question number 10.
Apparently this was for money. This Adam, said it was for like 100 quid. This one, so yeah,
This
unreal.
is a waste of my time. Right.
You wanted Priestley on it tonight. You were like, "Got to get Priestley. It'll be great for quiz." Don't start backtracking now.
I didn't realise how great you would. Anyway, under Don Reevy's management, Leeds United enjoyed the most successful era. How many trophies did Reevy win in total at the club?
Now, what are you counting as trophies?
Here we go.
I am counting every trophy, including a shield.
Here we go.
So you've got 2 leagues, 2 Fairs Cups, a Charity Shield, an FA Cup, a League Cup, 7.
Right, hold on. Is it got to be exactly Adam or has he got it?
It's a number. It's a number. It's not a point something. There's no decimal points. It's not a fraction.
Right,
it's
so
exact amount of titles, trophies.
Oh, actually, no. Because are you counting second division titles?
Yeah. Are you?
No. So 8.
No, Priestley, just think about this, mate. Think about this. Adam, have you got an 11th question just in case we get this wrong, mate? Because you've got to be two wrong in a row.
Because if you get the 10th one wrong, you lose.
Oh, fuck off. You haven't got one wrong yet. Mike's just saying Priestley's different gravy.
Under Revy, we won 2 first division titles.
Yep.
2 Fairs Cups.
Which was the UEFA Cup now, European Cup.
Oh, no, we didn't win a Charity Shield. Ignore me. That were 92. FA Cup, League Cup, and the second division.
So it's 7.
7.
Right. Go with first answer 7.
Hang on.
That all depends if he's counting second divisions.
I'm counting second division, but I'm just cross-checking something.
Honestly, mate, this is unreal.
Hang on. Bear with me. 7 your final. Oh, shit. 7 your final answer, yeah?
Yes. 100 people nervously waiting for this. 102 people, actually, including us.
Right. I'll tell you what, right? He won the Division 1 title twice. Ooh. He won the FA Cup once. Ooh. He won the League Cup once. He won Intercities Fairs Cup, Modern Europa League, twice. And he won the second division once, and that was it. All done, dusted. 7.
You're a freak, mate. You are a freak, mate. An absolute cheat code freak that just makes me want to do this. Honestly, that is insanely good. You freak. My God. Honestly, that is class.
Check.
That is class. Let's not ruin it now. Let's just.
By the way, that is an incredible record as well, isn't it? Europa Cup twice, League twice, second of it. Phenomenal.
Mate,
Phenomenal.
Dave says, get that brain insured.
I'm currently trying to kill it with a bottle of Jim Beam, but
That was class. That. I hope everyone in chat enjoyed that. I love the quiz. Adam did a great choice there with questions. I actually got a few right this week, and Priestley just dominated and yeah,
see,
just looked up everything
it's
else.
a lot easier when I don't have any input on the questions.
Isn't it just?
Well, of course it is. Honestly, that was class, that mate. I absolutely love that. Yeah, that was Defeat the Ladder. Absolutely belting that, boys. My favourite part of the show. Absolutely loved it. There we go.
I think Decor might be an all-timer there.
Honestly, to remember the assists of the Vidukas 4 goals
absolutely.
is a question, Adam, I thought I'd never get asked.
You know,
The thing
what I thought the question was going to be?
What?
When he said Viduka scored all 4 goals, I thought he was going to ask the Liverpool scorers.
Yeah, I was expecting you to say that. And I
Yeah,
wouldn't
which
know them either.
I also knew the answer to, so it's fine.
Tell
The
me.
problem is, I didn't know
Ziege,
Depth had to go
Hippier,
to.
Berger. Smeetsler, sorry.
Smeetser. Yeah, go on, Adam. I remember that.
I didn't know the depth I had to go to. Like, when, like, if the Reeve titles thing, I should have said which trophies doing how many times. Priestley still would have got it right, but I should have gone to another depth with a bit more of everything. But there you go.
Yeah, class that.
See, a charity shield I once saw about, so I took it out as a shield. So yeah, I think he did win a charity shield, but
yeah. Class that. Best content on Leeds, says JB. Honestly, JB, thanks so much, man. That's class. Great job, Priestley, says Bill. You the man. He is. On a serious note, where's I think he's just poorly, mate. He's got a bug. He put it out a couple of days ago on his thing. He's got a bug, so a couple of days off, which happens when we're poorly, doesn't it? If I go on a millionaire, I'm having Priestley as my phone a friend. Priestley, I've said that many, many times. Yeah, absolutely class. Love that, boys. Loved it. Right, let's get into the boring stuff again after that. Can we have another quiz? Have you got time to do another one? Maybe not. Right.
that took me longer than it took you to answer it.
That's what happens when you got Kim Rain, man. That's you, isn't it? Right then, Chelsea review. Let's get into it. Duncan's going in here with the 8. Charity Shield is saying they were 8.
I think Duncan's right. I think Duncan's right. But I've got Charity Shield, but I wasn't 100% sure on it.
Yeah, well, that's it. He said that as well.
But even the question was like major trophies. So, and I said so.
Unreal. First ever 10-0 demolition of the ladder, says Bossnass, coming from the creator of Defeat the Ladder. That will never be done again unless this man's on here again, and then it probably will. But yeah,
it'll have to be like Priestley comes on every week just for that quiz bit at least.
I could see the way.
And we have to defeat Priestley instead.
Yeah, he is the ladder.
I'll take on anybody. I'll take anybody on.
We'll do it differently. So the chat asks, if the chat want to ask any questions during the rest of this show, because we'll have a whole another section. We'll throw it in 10 minutes somewhere in here. Defeat Priestley,
Yeah,
and if you can come up with any questions that he doesn't get,
Let's just have 10
anyone
minutes at the
defeat
end.
Priestley.
Yeah, Priestley.
Just have 10 minutes at the end and.
Yep, defeat Priestley at the end.
Yeah, that would class that. That would actually absolutely fire. Priestley is the Leeds chaser. You're the chaser.
Yeah.
The beast.
Have you seen me? I watch Chase Out Me.
Have you heard of this player, Carl Dickinson? What Super Leeds is saying? You heard of Carl Dickinson?
Carl Dickinson. Yeah.
Yeah, well, Eddie, Rusty Tin Can's doing a little advent calendar each day for Leeds United. He's giving you clues on his YouTube, Priestley, and his TikTok. And I've got the first few, but they're really difficult. Really difficult.
Carl Dickinson, is he left back that played at Watford for years?
Yeah.
I've just Googled it because I thought it was a Leeds thing. Because I went to a lot of Watford games at the time, and he used to argue with the crowd endlessly. So I knew exactly who he was because they used to threaten him. He'd threaten them back all match, every single match.
Yeah,
because he was rubbish.
I tell you what, I'm going to do that.
I was thinking of Liam Dickinson, but that took me to a dark place. I don't really want to go back to the league.
I want to do it. Paul Felice says we should get the comments to ask questions and see how many Priestley can get right. So if you all start sending questions, they are all going to get said. But I tell you what, I do a star chat at the end. So if anybody wants to put a couple of questions in, and I think they're worthwhile, I'll bang them in star chat.
If you listen to a word I say, this is exactly what I just said.
Yeah, he said this a couple of minutes ago.
Well, no, because I've got too many things going on, Adam. All right, so did you say it as in detail?
I literally just said before we started about Carl Dickens.
Well, I was too
I said, just listen, right? What I said is we should do is get a chat.
Right, Priestley. So it's just me, you, and AG, right?
Where's he gone?
I got rid of him. Shut
I
up,
was gonna say,
shut up now.
Has he
Shut up.
imploded?
He's still talking. Fuck's sake. Right. So what we're gonna do is get some questions in, and I'll put them to one side, and then at the end, he's behave.
He's gone all Kevin Keegan.
Oh, honestly, 105 people watching us just be absolute tools. Anyways, right. So let's get. Yeah, I'm still high off meeting Radabia. Right. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of what we saw Wednesday night. Priestley, as always, met you down there. You wasn't very optimistic before the game. It's not like you, but what we saw when it come to the lineup was exactly what we wanted to see. That City second half moving into Chelsea was the right decision. It proved it in the game. The lineup for me is hopefully the blueprint going forward for the rest of the season, because in that formation we played brilliant, and Ellen Road will rock him on it, mate. From the lineup, it gave you that boost that you know something special could have happened. It felt there was something in the air, I think, that night, and the boys delivered, didn't they? Straight from the first whistle, mate. We were on it against Chelsea.
Honestly, I'll have Jacobiol's kids me.
Well, imagine how strong and big they'd be. Yaka Priestley's. Yaka Priestley.
No, I mean, I wasn't confident because they are, after all, the world champions. But
Look at this comment. It's got
Priestley eats AI for breakfast.
Love that.
But yeah,
love that,
anyway,
man.
back onto Chelsea. I mean, it depends on who you speak to. If you speak to Leeds fans, we were well worth the win. If you speak to Jason Cundy, we were lucky.
Oh, he had a right rant, didn't he? Him.
He said Chelsea weren't great, but neither were we. We've played a lot better in games this season. Yeah, and lost. Chelsea had 74% possession, I think, and did nothing with it. But I'm intrigued to see what we go with tomorrow, because obviously for a game and a half we've gone with this formation and just run the lads absolutely ragged. So 3 games in a week, it'll be interesting to see if we can keep that intensity up, or whether it goes back to 4-3-3.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And then goes into Brentford with the 3-5-2.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Like I say, we'll touch on the Liverpool game soon, because there's a couple of injuries concerns as well in the AG. But just for that, going back to that Chelsea game there, the sort of, for me, the first 90-minute performance we've seen from the boys. You know, we've seen decent halves of football. Genuinely feel like that was best we've played for 90 minutes. And yeah, with all the flair and talent, and I mean, their bench was a cheat code. I don't know if they took us a little bit lightly, but their bench that they could rely on and brought on. I mean, that front four they had come full time were ridiculous, and the boys just, what's that saying Jer says? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And I think that summed up the game for me. You know, the hard work our lads put in, it what a right shift, and we nullified. What are they? They only had 2 shots on target, AG.
I think that actually plays down what we did, because there's no doubt they worked hard. You know, they ran more than they have any other game this season, I think, or second most. I think so. Start with a slight the negative viewpoint on it, which isn't that negative, but Chelsea played into our hands a little bit by playing Chalobah, what his name is, a right back. So they played a centre back, a right back. So they couldn't really find any width, and I think that's the only way they were going to hurt us. They played a lot through the middle. And I think we were perfectly fine with that. The way we set up is perfect. So they played into our hands. But the positives are, and everything else is a positive. And say that's not even negative, really. It's just pointing out something. And what I've actually got a newfound respect for Farke because the changes he's made. And what I'd also like to say quickly on Farke is anyone asking for managerial change, what we wanted by that, it wasn't about getting rid of Farke, it's about getting someone new. By getting someone new, we wanted new ethos, new ideas. I wanted free at back and play direct. Yeah. And that's exactly what Farke did. So that's fine. We've almost got our new manager and what Farke's doing now. And it was a great watch. We had 30%, 29% possession, whatever it was. And I thought we were brilliant. And you shouldn't be able to play a game where you get 29% possession and it's really, you can't take your eyes off it. It was great to watch. Lots of neutrals watched it as well. They said it was an incredible watch. And I don't think anyone watched that game and thought Leeds are going down, because even, people haven't watched many Leeds games this season. You watch that game, and if we can keep that up, then we can go places, I think. But as Priestley said, there's a lot of energy, a lot goes into it, and you ask a lot of the wing backs, and we haven't really got the backup in the squad to replace these guys. So how long we can do it for? there is elements of the game where I think we could, we don't have to press as much necessarily. You can sit in a block and you can really put your effort into attacking. But yeah, long balls up to DCL and the Metro around him. Bijol was fantastic. Bijol in a back three is what he's done, last couple of years of his career, and it's just what he's used to. And I think this formation, finally, we're seeing it. And the style of play suits the squad, and actually now finally matches what the recruitment team bought.
Yeah, 100% aligned.
A quick shout out to Goodmanson as well.
Oh mate,
honestly, after 25 minutes, Esteval were ready to pack up and go home.
No, absolutely, he's brilliant defense. I've not seen many fullbacks as willing as he is just to push it past people and run, because I think. People aren't just starting expecting. He does it, and then they think, "Oh, he's slowed down," and he goes again every single time. He just keeps pushing until he gets to the byline and crosses it.
Yeah, he's not afraid to take his man on, which is refreshing.
Absolutely,
especially when you've got players like Calvert-Lewin waiting in box.
Yeah, absolutely, and the Metro.
Just whip a ball and see what happens.
You saw about whipping it in. That moment where it came in the second half, came back to that one when the match, the Metro went past DCL. He turned around the corner and it was in the middle of the goal, so Sanchez saved it quite easily. It's a completely different. Few weeks ago, that had been laid back to Aaronson, a few little weird moments, and then turn back and play it to the centre back or right back. Stack just got the ball, swung it straight into the middle, and we have a chance when the Metro are on goal. And he probably should have scored. It was difficult because it's bouncing ball, but he probably should have scored. And that's the difference. We're just playing direct, not worrying about trying to keep the ball. We're worrying about how we can hurt the opposition. And it's such a breath of fresh air.
That first goal by Biol obviously gets his first goal for Leeds. I haven't seen much of him. Looks a different player in that middle of a back three, but I think from set pieces, boys, it's took a while, hasn't it? But I think set pieces this season have been a massive improvement for us, and it's been needed. But I think at the minute now, we look very dangerous every time we're putting the ball in that box now from corners. Going back a while, it wasn't too crazy to say just give him a goal kick because we weren't going to get nothing from it. Now every time we get a corner, there's an expectation, a sort of exciting feel in the ground that we may actually get a goal from this. Biol scores that fantastic header, by the way. It wasn't even just like a glancing header. It was like a glancing header, but also full. It was unbelievable. It was already net when Sanchez, even got an hand to it.
If you watch it back, where he starts his run from, he's on the penalty spot, and he runs round the outside. It's an unbelievable header. Because like you say, he puts full force into it. It's not even like he just clips it.
Yeah, great header.
No, 100%, mate. Well, it was such a great header. Then, not long after that, Strout's got a free header as well. Maybe 5-6 minutes later. So
I missed that one in the toilet.
So did Strout.
Yeah, 50 pence head.
I love this style of play, and I think it's perfect. It's such an equaliser to go. We're going to just bully you. We're going to out-jump you, and we're going to throw it in the box. We're going to get long throws, corners, play possession, play territory, play territory, play direct, and got our three big centre-backs up there with DCL. I wish Longstaff ran away because then Stack wouldn't have to be taking him, another 6'4" guy in the box. It's such a threat. Bijol's running header was fantastic.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Tanaka could take a decent corner, to be fair, and then get Stackett box that way. But I want to move on to Tanaka now. Obviously, he gets that second goal. How nice is it to see midfielders in and around the opposition box? We saw it earlier in the season in a 4-3-3 formation, but even Ampadu in this game, we're getting the ball, driving forward, getting in and around the opposition box. And if you can have a 10 or an advanced state, or just one of those midfielders sort of take the game by the scruff of the neck and get into those positions. We've seen Tanaka there, Priestley, with an absolute rifle shot. We saw it a few times last season. It's vital for me that Tanaka gets a decent run in this side and he gets a little bit more further forward because he's got that locker, hasn't he?
Well, he had a couple of chances before the goal and they were well wide. We were all screaming at him to not bother shooting, and then 30 seconds later he does that.
Yeah. Well, he 3 or 4 shots previously, rubbish. Awful.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I even put in group chat that I think he's got his boots on wrong feet. Then, literally, as I press send, he puts it in. Madness.
Just absolute scenes. And obviously then, we're going at 2-0 at half-time, which is a great time to score. All the Leeds fans I was talking to at half-time sort of felt, there was going to be a bit of a comeback coming from Chelsea. We all sort of looked at the bench and thought, there's going to be something.
I couldn't get excited at half-time because I thought, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
And then literally within 5 minutes, they scored.
But they made two really aggressive subs there, didn't they? Pedro Neto comes on and he was their top scorer, left on bench. You've got Palmer on bench. They had that talent on there. But when Neto comes on, I looked at Farke when they scored that AG, and he was fuming because it was again as good. Because I thought Goodmanson, for me, was best player on pitch, although be all. There were a lot of them, but he was my man at match, right? But he switched off a little bit for that goal, and that ball just floated across, and it went past everyone, and he tucks it in, done it. I don't think it gives Penny much credit in that moment because, again, it's a good finish, and then obviously Goodmanson switching off, but that left-hand side again, it's a bit annoying.
A weird goal, wasn't it? Like, it doesn't,
Yeah,
you don't
weird.
think concede that goal where you play the back post, gets a couple of touches and puts it in, but Goodmanson does seem to have those moments where he has like those Bambi moments where he can't quite sort his legs out, like once or twice a game, and unfortunately for him, it's cost us a few times this season. But I say in general, like, he's been a brilliant signing. But yeah, he has those moments. I mean, Bogle got beat a couple of times as well. He overcommitted to stand up. I think in the second half, like Precy said, at half time, I thought if they score early, we're in trouble here. I think they'll go on to draw or win it, and they did score early. But we didn't change the way we played.
No.
We still played direct. We didn't try and keep possession. We didn't get scared. Go, if we've got the ball, they can't score. We carried on playing that aggressive style of football. Farke made the change at the right times. Well, freshened it up. Gruev's perfect at just run around, and get in the way of stuff. You know, doesn't quite do him justice, but yeah, very good at that. And I think overall, I say we was like 20%, 29% possession didn't matter. We were so deserving that win. XG, I mean, I don't put a lot of into XG other than it, again, in its context against XG. And we're miles ahead of them. Like, we deserve that victory by a long way. Yeah, we just bullied them. And it's great to see.
The changes, like you say, you know, really, I think he made proactive changes. You know, he brought Gruev on for Tanaka, which Tanaka, it wasn't a popular sub at the time because he was playing really well again as he was at City. But that was a bit of a proactive sub. They'd made a few more changes, and a couple of minutes later, Farke's out, and we're bringing a player in after 62 minutes, which is a little bit early for Farke. I think in this system as well, it's sort of, you're going to get pros and cons, aren't you? But like all of a sudden, in this system, you've got Pirro, who's probably going to be one of your subs off the bench now, getting minutes. Bornau comes on, you know, Gruev comes on. So there's going to be a few players who maybe get picked more than they have been. And then there might be, you know, Dan James when fit, Willie Nonto when fit, who may struggle for minutes. It's a bit of a mad one.
So what happens though when you get a system that works for Priestley, when you get a system that works for the players, when you make these subs like Bornau or Byram or James comes on, whatever it may be, it suddenly all still just works because the system works for so many players, and they're just and everything, and it's better than some of its parts. It just is now, and I think that, and we've got to carry on with that. So then when you do bring these players on that aren't getting a lot of minutes, it still just works. It's still in sync.
Yeah, no, I agree, mate.
My only worry with Bornau is Farke said he's happy playing three at the back if Bornau's fit to be in the squad. But if Bornau gets injured again in training, what does that mean for the formation?
I don't believe that. I know what Farke's. I think Farke was just saying that because he knows he should have started with a 3 at Man City.
And I think he'll try to put Chelsea off the scent as well, not knowing if, you know, I just think he ain't gonna. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, Priestley, but I think even if he's not, he'll still play.
I think Reece James have played in a 3 before at the back. Goodmanson could do it. He can't really afford that because we need left wing back. Even if Byram was starting the odd game, if Byram started 2 or 3 games a season in a back 3, I wouldn't be that worried about him. I think he's really good defensive, Byram. So yeah, I think there's options there. It's not because Bornau, you know, like trusting Byram over Bornau at the moment wouldn't be as completely alien thought. So, but yeah, Bornau hasn't played at all. To say he needs to be on the bench for us to play a certain formation is a bit ridiculous. I think from him to say that, but I don't really believe it.
It's mad it presses when they ask about injuries and he goes, "Oh yeah, Bornau, might not be fit." And you think, "Who is he?" You know what I mean? He always talks about not being fit, and it's like, "Yeah, I suppose he's got to," but we don't really even see much of him. But yeah, it's nice that he got some minutes, and hopefully we'll see that £5-6 million actually do something this season.
I fully believe that Man City went 3 at the back at half time to try and prove that it doesn't work, and then sort of stumbled into the correct answer.
Do you know?
Maybe we'll never know.
Well, I think he was told off last week. I think he was told off. I think they said we're recruiting for this, and you're playing the way. And we've seen moments of play where we have been aggressive with Newcastle, Everton, West Ham at home. I think we've seen those moments where we have played more direct, and I think it's worked. But then we seem to shift back to like West Ham first half. We played very direct, very vertically, and then he got scared and said, "Oh, we need to control the ball." And then we just sat back and they scored. But you know, won that game in the end, fine. But in general, I think he's been told off, and I think it's a bit of a Hail Mary, and I think he knew he had to try something new. Because I don't think that's quite fair as well, because I think it looks like it's been worked on. I don't think it'd be as good as it is if it hadn't been worked on properly. Yeah, in training.
Yeah.
It must have been. Because I think we sit in that block sometimes and it looks really, really organised. Everyone knows where they're supposed to be. So I don't think he can't have not been working. I think training must have been working on it.
Yeah, no, I think so too, mate.
I know some of the 49ers flew in this week for the Chelsea
Yeah.
and Liverpool games.
Yeah, pressure.
And it'd be typical if he's on the verge of getting sacked and then we beat Chelsea and Liverpool.
Unreal
Don't get me wrong,
turnaround.
I'd be delighted if it happened, but it's typical Leeds.
Yeah,
The thing is,
the most Leeds thing ever would be to beat Chelsea and Liverpool, then lose to Brentford, Palace, and Sunderland.
Yeah.
100%. Right, before we keep going down this, like I say, there with Priestley, he agrees with us, then Apton, mate. But that third goal for us as well, boys, came at a crucial moment. The subs have happened. Okafor's on. We've heard a lot of people say, especially Bossnass, who's normally on here, that Okafor is really good central. Central, he doesn't have to be on that wing, regardless of what he sort of wants. I think it's a great option. The pace of that man over that 5-10 yard space was incredible. As soon as their defender touched that ball, it was a bad first touch. He was on to him like a shot, and very reminiscent of the Aronson goal against Chelsea a fair few years ago. The goalkeeper, the defender, bit of a mistake. Don't stop chasing that ball. And that was the easiest goal Calvert-Lewin will score. But I tell you what, boys, DCL on 3 goals, 2 in 2, looking brilliant. Metcha, 4 goals, I think 3 in his 3 starts. All of a sudden, those 3 transfers, which everybody, well, not everybody, a lot of people said it was a poor window. All of a sudden, a few of these players are starting to look like not bad shouts, boys, and Metcha and DCL are right at the top of that list for me. What do you think, Priestley?
Well, I've seen the quote from Phil Hay floating about over the last couple of days about the impact of some cunt on a free.
Did you just drop the see you next Tuesday?
Yeah.
Who let this guy in?
It's a genuine quote from a genuine journalist.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah, that's what he said a few years ago. He said the impact of that won't be as great, and it's proved to be.
Class.
I said Calvert-Lewin would be a great signing once he finds his feet, if he can stay fit. And we look much better with him in the team.
Yeah, of course we do.
I'm not a fan of playing short from the keeper, from goal kicks. And we've now got someone that we can aim at. Someone that's not afraid to jump and win a header.
Yeah, 100%. And he will. And the nice thing about DCL, he's not far off being the best in the league at that. Getting off and winning headers against centre backs, because he's so good in the air. His leap's incredible. He's so good in the air. I said last week on this show, DCL and the Metro will both look better with a 2 up front, and they will from now on. They'll get better because they'll just. Gary Neville was loving it on Sky. He was loving us bullying centre back. He says like a throwback. It was just two up front and bullying centre backs.
If Gary Neville likes it, we should just stop doing it.
Paul Smith. Okafor's speed was like watching that centre forward in the Creators Cup. Honestly, I forget about it, and then someone just pulls it up. That 1 yard tapping, but there was some speed to get there, wasn't it?
Forget about it. Jesus Christ.
I'll never forget about it, mate.
But no, playing 2 up front with someone like Calvert-Lewin as a target man gives you options like playing Nonto off him.
Yeah, 100%. You have to have Calvert, and then you can do lots of things around him.
You've got Nonto and you've got Okafor. Both small players, both quick.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of options, more than a 4-3-3 in my opinion, because then a 5-3 at the back is more central. You don't rely on your wingers as much.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm talking simplistic here, but 4-3-3 with just a one striker, it's pointless lumping it up to Calvert-Lewin because there's no one to play off him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've seen Calvert-Lewin look very average this season in a style and a formation and a shape that doesn't suit Calvert-Lewin, and you're just wasting his talent there. Because, like you say, I don't know about best at league, Adam, but I definitely think in the bottom half, he's the best at that, 100%. When you look at,
I don't think there's a better. I need to think about it properly, but I know, sod it. I don't think there's a better striker as a target man in the league. He's the best in the air in the league. He is.
Yeah,
as a target man.
He's done brilliant. Andy said 3-5-2 is a lineup. No need to be unpredictable and swap it. That formation is perfect, defensive and attacking. Teams playing against it will struggle as long as we play direct and high press. And that's it. The formation's one thing, Adam, but we need to stay direct with a high press, don't we?
Absolutely. Really we've looked okay with a 4-3-3 at times when we play when we play direct. We've been okay, but this is different. As Priestley said, when you're getting 4-3-3 is fine in an idea, but if you're going to play direct a lot, you need someone near. You need someone, 1 or 2 players near DCL all the time. Absolutely. So, but 3-5-2 can be 3-5-2. It can be 5-3-2. It can be a 3-4-1-2. Like in January, we could buy a 10, and when you're at home against lesser teams, you could play a 10 in there instead of Snacker or Stack. And play 2 DMs instead. Loads of options there.
I wouldn't be adverse to playing Dan James off Calvert-Lewin as well.
Absolutely, and people won't like that, but I think you can make. You say James, like you can still play inside right a little bit more. You can still play a little bit wider, but you've got to be in and around him. You can run off him. He plays central quite unsuccessfully against Bielsa. I think if you're just looking for someone to run beyond DCL, Dan James is perfect for that as well. You got loads. I mean, I think he's probably further down the list. I think Nemet's great because he can also put his centre backs. I think Okafor's probably nixed in, which has been proved anyway. You got Perot as well, but then he's playing behind DCL rather than running off him probably. But you got loads of options there.
Yeah, Richard Hogan. I'm sure AG would agree, but the 3-5-2 is the best base formation for this squad. Can change to a 3-4-3.
Yeah, that's exactly 100%.
It's very flexible, very fluid in it, like you say, in and out of formations. But I'm a massive believer in that that intensity and that sort of what we saw at Ellen Road. Can we translate that in this formation to away games? Because, like you say, AG, the 4-3-3 has worked tremendously as well at times this season. You know, we saw us play really well against Tottenham over there. We are in a 4-3-3.
You can with the right ethos, because what you can change, you can still play very quickly and without the ball when you've got it. But when we haven't got the ball, you haven't always got a high press. You could just sit into a middle low block, and so because you can manage that situation. So away from home, you might not high press as much, and that might be your only change. And you sit into block. We did quite well against Chelsea. They had a lot of the ball in the first half, and I think they had 1 or 2 half chances at best. Because every time they go wide to cross it or get a bit of freedom, Bishol's at the front post, or Strauch's there, or Rodon's there, because you've got 3 centre-backs in there most of the time as well, and Ampadu and Stack dropping in a little bit more. So I think there's fluidity to this, and I think, I would always play aggressively, quickly, and it hasn't got to be long necessarily, but direct and vertically. And then defensively, you can press or not press. I think that's the difference. And I think against Chelsea in half, I think we overpressed at times. I think Strauch followed his man a lot in the second half out to the halfway line. I thought, why are you there? What's the point in that? Don't worry about it. Just go and sit in that block and make them beat us. Don't give them anything. Don't give them space. Make them come to us and then engage when they get there. I think that's what we could have done a little bit better in the second half.
Yeah, you know. The problem earlier in the season, says Duncan, was Aronson and Okafor were too far away from DCL. We were just giving the ball away. Yeah, I mean they were too wide. DCL were isolated, and as midfielders weren't getting up for me. They were too deep. It was like 3 DMs, so there was just a massive space unoccupied by any Leeds shirts. Whereas now there's so many bodies in and around the opposition box. You know, when you've got DCL who never really gets that far forward. Surprised didn't have a nosebleed in that game. You know, beating men going through, and it was outstanding. It was absolutely outstanding. But like I say, the formation's great, Adam, but it's not just based on that. Is what I wanted to sort of touch
absolutely.
on.
But even when we go direct, you saw a direct DCL at times. Bogle was next to him almost because they know you haven't got to face this way and get involved in build up because we're just going long. So what you can do is turn around and go that way instead. You haven't all because otherwise, if you're getting build up time, your whole team's facing this way. Actually, you can go beyond it. And actually look for not because you know the ball's going. You're controlling when you're kicking it long, and you get people around them. It's quite because 4-3-3 can work for that still, but you've got to be willing to know you're going to play it long because then you just squeeze the wingers in. So it can still work, but you've got to. This is much more so style than base formation. But I think the base formation comes into it much more so because Nurture and DCL like on the pitch at the same time, and the 3 centre backs all will work better as that 3. Bijol needs to be in the team because Bijol's a bigger goal threat than Aronson.
Coincidentally, getting Aronson out of the team has helped our results as well, says Richard.
I said weeks ago, Bijol is a bigger goal threat than Aronson. I said it weeks ago, and he is.
He's level on goals for the season now.
Yeah,
it's mad, that, isn't it? It's mad. But yeah, what else you want to bring up from the... hold on, there was one thing, actually. I started it. I'm going to go into it later, but something about the red card that we were bemoaning.
Esteval.
This is the one here, isn't it? What was the news versus Chelsea that a red card was missed? Any context? Is that where Bogle beat him and he just stood up back of his leg?
It was Goodmanson that tackled him.
Sorry, that's the one.
And as he's run away with the ball, Esteval just kicked him.
Yeah,
I think it should be a red card.
I think in the rules that's a red card because he's not.
What did they say on TV, Adam?
He literally booted him.
Yeah,
they just booted him, and then they didn't say anything in comms.
Did they not?
No, not really. Not really. I think I'm amazed Vardy didn't go involved because the ref yellowed him quite quickly. I don't know. Maybe Goodmanson should have rolled around a little bit more.
I know there were a couple of ex-refs on Twitter saying it's a red card.
Yeah,
I think it is a red card by the rules because you can't just boot people.
Yeah.
Literally he just kicked him, and that's
that there. That there is my kind of tackle at five-a-side. I did that all the time because I'm just a big lump who everyone can beat one-on-one. Literally get past, well, boot you. That was me. I got a few red cards. Remember that time I got red carded, Priestley, and the referee asked me for my name, and I told him my name was George Boateng, and he actually wrote it down. And the banned George Boateng for like 12 games or something, and then mental.
The funny thing is, I've used that name a couple of times since then.
Have you? Good old Georgie Boateng. Genuinely, he wrote it down. I was like, I'm gonna tell him to go buy some fallopian tubes and go for a long wait in a minute. This ref's hanging. But yeah, anyway, all good fun. All good fun. Where are we going next? Right, boys. Shall we move on to before the Liverpool preview? Actually, there's quite a lot of comments flying in here. It's bloody good now. 128 people watching, 77 likes. Let's please get that to 100 likes. I'd absolutely love you forever. I love you anyway, but I'd love it if you smash a like. So today I went to the Wilkinson statue dinner. Priestley, don't say anything. You know I did. And I had a chat with a couple of ex-Leeds players. There were some absolute legends there, loads of ex-pros. And I got their thoughts on things about Leeds United currently. Looking ahead towards the Liverpool game as well. I had a word with Don Matteo, who's a legend of both clubs. So, first one is Ben Parker, and then we'll go into what Don Matteo had to say. But this is the little chat I had with them two today.
Liverpool tomorrow, what score is it going to be, and how do you think the season's going to end for us? It's a nervy one at the minute, mate.
So, we get to work on a match day, ex-players, and we always get asked score predictions. Disclaimer, I've not got one right in about 9 years. So
tell us 4-0 Liverpool then.
Yeah.
Get it wrong.
No, but I think the atmosphere from Wednesday, the way the boys performed, I think everyone's coming in tomorrow just with optimism, excitement. There'll be a buzz about the place. Don't underestimate Liverpool. Yeah, they're on a bad run of form at the moment, but we play to the same level, and that should be the minimum we should expect from our team. The performance the boys put in on and off the ball against Chelsea. So there was a guy on stage earlier, wasn't there, saying, look, was it a coincidence, a fluke, but the boys played so well because Howard Wilkinson was in attendance on the pitch as well, that the boys performed and won. It gets you to think about the 4-3 in the Charity Shield game, but I think of 4-3 at Viduka. 4-3 is in the air. It's not good for our health.
It's not.
No.
Not my
would
my
you
size,
take a 4-3?
I would, but a man my size, Ben's really going to struggle with 4-3, but of course I would. They're the memories we remember.
I might give Viduka a quick phone call. Viduka, can you come down if it's going to be a 4-3? But I just think play with that energy, play with that passion, run through a brick wall, give the fans something to cheer about, which the boys try and do every single game. But that's all you ask for. So go out, lads, smash it. 4-3 Leeds.
4-3. One last thing I want to ask you as an ex-pro.
Yeah.
The change in formation, as a fan, discussing it on the show, it felt like it needed to happen. Do you read much credence into the 3-5-2 being the catalyst of why we performed so well in the last game and a half?
Well, 45 minutes against Manchester City, one of the best teams in Europe and the world. 90 minutes against Chelsea, one of the best teams in Europe and the world. It's worked. So, of course, the changing system has helped our team. I just think we've been more solid at the back. It's allowed the midfield boys just to get about people, use their energy, and more importantly, two up top. And I think modern day centre halves don't really know how to play two at the top. But full credit to the players, because to have a system in place which predominantly has been 4-3-3, call it what you want, but that's what it is.
Yes, it is.
To change that and then go into a 3-5 at the back, 3 in midfield, 2 up top. It's so difficult to do, so huge credit for Daniel the manager to stick with the team that finished well at City, but for the players who adapt to it, full credit. But again, as fans, we're bought into it and we'll back you tomorrow all day long.
Love that, Ben. Honestly, thanks so much for
Come on, Leeds!
Come on! Cheers, mate.
So that will Ben Parker, and let's move swiftly into Don Matteo.
Don Matteo, one of my favourite ex-players, mate. The goal in San Siro, I will never forget. I wasn't there, unfortunately. But
so this guy's just got hold of me and went, come and talk about the San Siro. What a game, what a game, what a day. I never expected to score that goal, but I did. And do you know what? That day was the best ever. Just not for me personally, but the fans.
Yeah, honestly,
the fans are the best, and I love all the fans still to this day, and they give me the love. Sometimes you need that.
It's mad, Don, because obviously you were at Liverpool a long time too.
Yeah.
And you
just 16 years, by the way. 16 years.
But look how in love with Leeds you are. as a club. Look how much we are in love with you as a
Well,
fan.
this is a big well, it's a big weekend for me because obviously it's this weekend. Obviously, we're playing again on the 1st of January as well. So yeah, listen, you're very lucky to play for top clubs, and I've got so much respect for Liverpool and for Leeds United. Obviously, they're the two main clubs for me, and I can't forget anything about both of them because there's great moments from both sides for me. But as an ex-footballer, retired now, my respect for Leeds United and Liverpool is still the same. I'll never ever forget what they did for me. You know, I've had some issues with my health. Both clubs got on board and helped me. So life's a funny old place at times. But listen, respect to Leeds, respect to Liverpool, and hopefully it's a draw.
I knew you'd say that. We'll take that, Don. We'll take that. Thank you so much, buddy.
What do you think of that, boys? I was absolutely buzzing that I got to do that today, fellas.
Awesome,
what have you done on
mate.
Friday? How good
Awesome.
at that?
Yeah, I mean, I particularly enjoyed seeing all the photos and videos coming through while I were at work. It was great.
Oh, but seriously, lads, man, like speaking to Don Matteo today, unbelievable. Such a great servant for both clubs as well, you know.
Oh, brilliant! You know, when we bought him, I wasn't that excited because he was a bit more of a left back at Liverpool. He played centre back. We played a lot of left back, and then he obviously played more as centre back for us. But he was a really good centre back, a really good footballer. Don Matteo, really good footballer. Who are you most excited about meeting today, Matty?
Oh, Lucas Radeby, obviously, mate. Lucas
Mate.
Radeby. Yeah, it was like standing in a queue for a roller coaster. I felt sick. I was sweating. Honestly, I was so excited. I almost when I came away from Radeby, I was almost in tears. It was unbelievable. What a guy. But yeah, I mean, just being there today was incredible. But I mean, even best thing about Ben Parker is, he's not known for being a club legend, no. But he's an ex-Leeds player who is a Leeds fan and absolutely loves it. It just oozes out of him. Like speaking to him, the passion he's got for Leeds United. He is just one of us who's been lucky enough to be on the pitch and play for this, amazing club. And I love hearing ex-pros talk about it. And today it was a relaxing setting. They all had a few beers. Mel Sterling on the mic. I wouldn't have been able to play what he said on mic. An absolute monster, absolute legend. But just a great place to be today. And like I say, I was really lucky that those two lads said they'd come on. And
You want to try reading Mel Sterling's autobiography? That's fun.
Is he got wine and that all of it covered, and is it just covered? Honestly, he was drinking wine.
I think the cover photo is just him with a beer.
Yeah.
Paul says, "Matty, do you give autographs? Being so famous now?" No, mate. But if you ask me one, I'll give you one. Not yet, mate.
Paul, he can't write.
I can't. If you give me a crayon, yeah, I'll probably eat it. I'm one of them, but no, brilliant. And like I say, I think they speak sense, and I got a really bit of in-depth information there, a bit there from Ben himself, and yeah, like I say, the catalyst for what we're doing at the minute, I think, is a formation change, and yeah, he's just dead excited. Even off camera, then we were talking for a bit afterwards, and he's just dead excited now for the rest of the season, and the belief is there, not only in the fan base, but the belief's there in the people working at Ella Road as well, which is important. He's there behind the scenes, he's there on match day, and he's just enthused by that game and a half we've seen, and it's great to hear someone who's in the club speaking that way as well about Farke and the boys and the future.
I can't get my head around why everybody's so positive and so optimistic about tomorrow.
It's like having a new manager, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not saying it, Eddie. I'm not saying it. Go watch the full vlog, anyone, and you'll see what Eddie's all about.
Meeting Radeby, I met Radeby after the Spurs game. Just went and said hello, and it's probably the most starstruck I've ever been.
You've got special.
Mate, but meeting Lucas, just chatting to him for 2 seconds, there's an aura about him. I know it's always you give him, but yeah, most famous person for me that I've ever met. I was just blown away.
Unreal. What did you say to him in 2 seconds? Did you go le? And then
I went, Lucas, can I have a picture, please? And he went, yes, of course, no problem at all. And I went, I hope you're very well. He went, yes, I am. He was in the foyer with Simon Ricks and the other guy from that BBC, not Popey, the other one. I didn't talk to either of them, don't care. Lucas Radeby was there, so that's enough. Simon Ricks, I could not care less. Lucas Radeby, I think anyone could have been beyond him. I wouldn't have cared.
So you had someone that we signed from Kaiser Chiefs and one of the Kaiser Chiefs.
Yeah, I tell you what, the guy in front of me today, queuing up to meet him. Obviously, I was wearing this top, my Lucas Radeby top, which he loved. But the guy in front of me had a Kaiser Chiefs top, and he was buzzing when he pulled, because everyone going up with Leeds and programs and bits of paper to sign, and he pulled his Kaiser Chiefs top out, and Lucas was like, "Oh my god, he was absolutely made up with that." So yeah, just fantastic club in it.
You should have gone and signed your shirt.
Nah.
Yeah, someone said that earlier. The value will go up.
That's not hard.
It's definitely not hard. Definitely not hard at all. But link's not in the bio, but you can get one of these. But yeah, brilliant.
If you click, you'll be able to get one with my face on.
Yeah, there is actually one of them. Yeah, go check out the vlog from today. It's on. I posted it a couple of hours ago. So after this, go check out that vlog if you're interested. Loads of good stories on there. The next pro speaking on stage, all for a good cause. To get that great man, Sergeant Wilco, a statue, which is long overdue. Unbelievable manager. To actually get promoted, to win the second division, and then within 2 seasons win the top division is actually scandalous that he hasn't been recognised sooner, really, in terms of a statue, because that is unheard of. That's equivalent of us on Sunderland winning title next season.
Well.
What's that?
Last English manager to win the top division as well.
Scandalous, in it, and we wonder why. Maybe England's never won a.
That was one of the questions that came up earlier. Who was, what was Hal Wilson, the last English manager to win the top division? There was a couple of other things, but
Don't know about that, lads. Yeah,
is it even more scandalous one? Do you know the last year that all three trophies in England were won by English managers? So the top division, the FA Cup, the League Cup.
No,
long time ago, I presume.
1985.
Yeah.
My God.
Scandalous.
Well, you know your stuff, yeah. Hit the likes, please, said that Leeds lad. Yeah, we're on 85 likes, 136. Please smash us a like. Sorry to keep nagging, but it does help the channel and the show. Much appreciated. Richard Hogan, next week, Late Night Leeds on LUTV. Cheers, Top Banana. Much appreciated. Right then, boys, let's have a good chat about the upcoming game tomorrow night. And then, boys, I really want to get your thoughts on the opposition, Liverpool. So, man for man, pound for pound, very much like Chelsea, AG. They've got some. It's a star-studded squad. They are underperforming. A lot of their big stars, the Verts and the Isak, the players have spent. I mean, that side looks worse this season, and they spent what, 200, 300 million pound on it, extra to what they already had. Slot is not getting it right. This could be the game that maybe he gets sacked if we want to pull the result out of the bag. And all of a sudden, it doesn't feel unrealistic at least to give them a game and maybe get something. But Liverpool, what sort of Liverpool do you expect tomorrow night, Ellen Road, mate?
I expect a worse Liverpool than I would have thought a few weeks ago. They've been a really bad run of form, but I mean, he's still got Isaac. Sort of Verts is coming into some form. He's looked quite good last couple of games. Gakpo's a bit hit and miss. Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberg. Kanate, you can get at him though now.
Yeah,
Kanate's looks shaky all season. They're playing Gomez at right back, I think, to help him out a bit. But yeah, Kanate you can get out. And I think again, the two up front, we can hurt them. So I think they got a lot of talented players. They'll get chances, but we've got to work out how we can hurt them, because I think we definitely can, because every other team has this season. Sunderland did a little bit of blueprint the other day against them. I think they played quite a narrow and played them right down the middle of the pitch, sent them wide and won your headers, because they don't want to go wide and cross it, because they haven't really got anyone that's going to win those headers. So they want to play through the middle. So if we're solid through the middle, and they say, and I don't want to get. I like the high press thing at times, because there's times when you'll get crowd behind you and win the ball back up. But I think we need to pick and choose those moments, because especially like Priest said, 3 games in a week, which pressing all over the place, we're going to be knackered 60 minutes in. So we've got to pick and choose a little bit, sit into our block, but when we get the ball, get it forward quickly, and I think we can hurt them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, big names, Van Dijk in midfield, like in defence, like you say, Kanate. But Priest, we've seen this season, if you can harass them, if you can play on the front foot, if you can press them into oblivion, they can be caught. Kanate's looked very poor in recent weeks. And
Kanate looks like he'd rather be in Madrid.
He really does. He really. I mean, looking at the lineup that hopefully Leeds will play, this is what AG's got down, and he'll talk. I'm sure, but
this is basically what we started the other day. So I'm not sure if there'll be any rotation, or might need to be, but there's arguments there could be.
Well, there might be a couple of injuries in there too, which we'll touch on. But if this system was to be utilised tomorrow and the same personnel, I think I could honestly see, boys, the exact same scenario as what we had against Chelsea, the same sort of result, the same performance. I think when you look at our third goal, when I'm talking Okafor pressing them into oblivion and creating an error, I think forced errors could be a thing for their back four, their centre halves. But if we really stick it on them, I think they're a bit shaky. The confidence is low. Let's be fair. We always talk about Ellen Road under the lights, and I sort of try to big it up, but also in back of my mind thinking against Chelsea, will it matter if the proper Chelsea turn up? And under the lights at Ellen Road, it's special. That is one stadium, one team, probably right now, especially that we're in a buoyant mood. Liverpool to Ellen Road. That is not a nice fixture for Liverpool at the minute. That is not a fixture Arne Slot would have. And we are, bottom end at table, fighting for his lives at the minute. We're not playing great football this season to a degree, or we'll be higher up potentially. But this is not a stadium and not a team I think Arne Slot will be looking forward to playing tomorrow night. Absolutely no chance. And if we play the way we did against Chelsea, Priestley, I think we can score 2 or 3 goals again, which sounds ridiculous to where I was 10 days ago in my head.
Well, when the fixtures came out, if you'd have said to me when we're playing Liverpool at home, we'd be 8 points behind them, I'd have been delighted.
Yeah, of course you would.
It's mad. It's mad. He won the league last season. He spent £400 million on players of his own choosing, and they've got worse.
Yeah, it's a bit of a madness, isn't it, when you look at the talent they've got? It's just not working. Obviously, the manager, I think, probably will get sacked this season because being Liverpool, AG, finishing second's probably failure, in it, with the money they've spent. That's the problem.
Oh, 100%. I think they win the league and then spend a load more money on it because they didn't really spend money to sell summer before. They've won the league, then gone big, and they thought, great, we're building on success.
Yeah.
It's gone backwards. But they just got a lot wrong. I think Salah's been off it all season. We shouldn't say that before playing Leeds, I know. Frimpong come in, but Frimpong suddenly wants to get in all. Salah just likes being out by himself with a right back backing him up. Frimpong wants to overlap. So that was never going to work. Kirkes come in. Kirkes used to like the Bournemouth Iriola mental football where you just run around and just go through people as much as possible. Like it's probably Bielsa-esque. And I don't think Liverpool suits him. Liverpool wants 60% possession in a game, slow build up, methodical. Liverpool will always used to be about under Klopp. Methodical build up, but actually, when you get a chance, get Salah or Mane or whoever, or Gakpo, whoever it was, one or Diaz, 1-on-1 with their fullback and beat them. And I just don't think they quite got that right because they haven't got the stats, as much talent they had. Because I think 1-on-1, Bogle gets Gakpo, Bogle can stay with him. Munson can stay with him. It's like playing right wing or Bert's going out. So Isak's found no form yet after moving 189 million, wherever it was. It wasn't that much. So yeah, I think we can have a lot of success against them definitely because they're nowhere near in form. And you look, listen, there's a lot of good players there, but when you start actually looking at the way they're playing and the style they're playing, I don't want to go too far. They're playing into our hands a little bit, but I think it's the kind of style I'd want to play against with this 3 at the back, definitely as well. And the kind of the direct, quick stuff will upset them. It will upset. Van Dijk doesn't like it. He doesn't. He's not the player he was either. So
no, he's not. What I would like to ask you too is, if we don't start like this, and DCL and Metcher, let's say that they're both big doubts. I think one of them will play. Being at the ground, I could see off the ball. I don't know if you saw it, AG, on camera. Metcher holding his hamstring quite a few times. Yeah, did they pick that up? Yeah, so that he may be one they don't risk. DCL, I don't see them both being out. I can imagine him saying they're both big doubts because that would really throw the scent maybe off what's worked really well this last game and a half for Slot coming into it. But if these two weren't fit, because I think if one of them's not fit, if DCL's still fit, Adam, you could say, right, start Okafor in there, start Pirro, you could start, there's a few options, right? But if they're both not fit, do you see it has to be a formation change? Because surely you can't play Okafor and Pirro up front. Would it have to go back to a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1, lads? Which would be a bit of a worry.
It'd definitely be a 4-3-3, I think. You can't play Okafor and Pirro in a 3-5-2 because you just don't have the same threat up front from going direct.
Yeah, I agree.
We DCL and Metcher, you've got two strikers that are going to bully defenders. Yeah. Okafor's got pace, and Pirro's never really been one to win headers.
No, it's not his game.
So it'd have to go back to a 4-3-3 and playing out from the back, getting the ball wide.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, you're going to start using, because you can use your wingers and your fullbacks as hopefully doubling up on the wings and get him.
Is that right, Adam, as well, mate? Would if they were both out, would that lower your expectations of the win as well, of winning
Yeah, massively
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I think it's crucial. I think DCL's out of lower my expectations massively.
Yeah.
Because you go long, it says Nemetra and Okafor. I think you're not winning nearly as many first balls and unsettling them nearly as much. So it's worrying. Even Okafor, as good as he is, I think those second balls are even playing off DCL. Those second balls are really important, and I think Nemetra's really needs to put his body where it might hurt and his feet and get involved in those sorts. And I don't think there's probably another person like Nemetra or Okafor in the squad. Now I think there's. Sorry, Nemetra or DCL. DCL's the one though for me more than anything. If you got DCL and you play Okafor, that's not the end of the world. But yeah, if DCL's out, I can see a change, but I don't like it. But we haven't got much option. And if you go, then you got to go forward back because you can't play two up front all of a sudden. Nothing else really works. So Bijol comes out. And he's changing everything completely.
Yeah,
Aronson might even come back in, or you get Nonto and Okafor, you probably got Nonto, Okafor up front, and Aronson in the team. It's horrible, really.
It's mad how many moving parts have to happen.
My expectations are already low as it is. So
if we carry on with this formation, we almost have to buy another proper striker, a target striker in January. And I'd love a 10 as a change. I'd love a 10 so we can go 3-4-1-2 sometimes.
Here's a question for you lads. Then, if we're going to buy in January and you have to sell one player from the squad. Who is it?
You know, I think it's got to be someone that's worth something. So I would start because I want to strike. Well, it's going to be Nonto, isn't it? But I don't want it to be Nonto, but it has to be really. It's got to be someone with some value. So Nonto or Pirro.
Yeah, my choice would be Pirro.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to be happy.
No,
not getting minutes.
In my opinion, though, Farke would rather sell Nonto than Pirro. In my opinion, that's how I feel. I feel like Nonto has probably more to do to get in this side than what Pirro has.
never played Nonto centrally, has he? He doesn't like. So he has no role in the side.
To us as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Nonto at this point is whatever we get from him is pretty much pure profit anyway.
Problem you'll have with Nonto is everyone will want to loan him from Italy and we won't get. It'll be hard to get a fee for him, I think.
If I was playing Football Manager, I'd sell James, Nonto, Harrison all in January because I go right now. I'm playing this formation. I'm hooked to it. I'm getting an extra target man in. I'm getting a 10 in to have that option because that's what you do. Because you got these wingers in squads and you're not playing wingers anymore. But I think Nonto can play central. I think can play off DCL, but I don't think Farke does. So I think, and then so I think Nonto might be heck is worth more, and I think Pro's already come on ahead of Nonto in this formation as well as a sub. So
let me just.
I wouldn't sell Harrison. I'd just pay him off. I would drive him to any airport him and his mum want to go to.
Watching him warm up from Cop of a day, just like watch him go. Yeah, you're not get to see it pitch now. That was your last dance, I think, at Forest. Let me just read these out, boys, right quick. Membership by Bill, our good American friend from the members chat, gifting a membership there. I don't know who got it, but thank you so much, Bill, as always, for contributing, mate. And Michelle Doherty, hey up, Michelle. I haven't seen you for a while. I hope everything's well in your world, love. Leeds United v Liverpool, proper Premier League match. Up for years to come. Yeah, it is. And thanks so much for your super chat. Really appreciate that, Michelle. Thank you so much. Yeah, lads, I want to touch on something that hasn't really been mentioned today, but it's something that's blagging my head, I won't lie. Proper comment me, blagging my head. As if you mix with me, Adam. As if we're friends. I love you a bit, mate, but as if we're friends. But Perry, right? So his distribution was appalling, right? For a side that's going direct. And that doesn't always mean the keeper's just got, there's plenty of ways he can be direct. It doesn't just have to be the keeper, lumping outfield. It can build up in different ways. But his distribution is a massive issue. We got away with it. It didn't really feel like it affected the flow, but maybe 2 or 3 times he kicked it out of play. The one time he caught it and went, right, I'm going to throw this and show everyone how good I am at throwing, threw it straight out of play. It's, honestly, lads, I would actually get an emergency goalkeeper in January. That's how strongly. No, maybe not Priestley. This is what it's all about. Discussions, mate. Discussions. But don't agree, and I'll mute you. Remember that, right? I've got the button.
You sounded like Connor there. Your discussions, debates, and discourse.
Discussions, debates.
The thing is, I think the problem runs deeper than just his distribution, because don't forget Meslier. I mean, apart from being terrible at everything, Meslier was also bad at kicking. So I'm thinking it's more of a coaching issue.
I don't know. I don't know, mate.
And you mentioned he threw it straight out of play. Yeah, but it went 70 yards first.
Wow, that makes a difference, doesn't it?
We gave away a throw in 20 yards inside their half. Do you know what I mean? It's tactical genius.
I'm not worried about his playing this style. I'm a lot less worried about distribution because he's just got to boot it. Just boot, put your foot through it. And I know you're saying he's not booting it very well. But yeah, he's just got. Harrison can't defend. He can't tackle. He's rubbish at defending. He has no idea where anyone's going or how to tackle them when they get there. So yeah, I saw people say, "Oh, Harrison can be covered left back." Harrison cannot defend. He never has been able to defend.
I saw someone say he could play wing back then, and that's just madness.
Yeah,
he can't even play his actual position.
It's a bit of a myth. I think he's played there before, and not no more. We've seen Goodman.
Also, he's not very good at going forward either. Because that's the thing. You go, yeah, but he's a winger, so he's better going forward. He's not better going forward either. Bogle and Gudmundsson are both better going forward than Harrison as well. So yeah, there's not a lot left for him. Anyway, I picked Reece James. I picked Reece James. Yeah, I picked Justin James over either wing back position over Harrison, obviously. Perry's okay. I think he's doing all right, and I think he's shaky moment. I think he'll get better. And that's it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
No, fair enough.
At all. And like I say, a lot of people don't look at the goalkeeper situation. We're always looking further forward for January, aren't we? We need someone up top who can create something and all this. You know what I mean? We've been talking about right winger all season. If we're going to go down the 3-5-2 route, do we even need another right winger? Maybe a 10, maybe a striker, Adam. I get that. But I think a goalkeeper's crucial.
If we're going to go big on one player in January, it's not going to be a keeper.
No.
Oh, no, is it Eck? I'm looking at, remember Forest when they brought him, who was that keeper they brought in on loan? Neves or something like that? Not Neves.
Was it on a?
You know what I mean, though? They brought some.
Yeah, I can't remember.
He used to be a worldie, didn't he, a while ago?
Oh, from PSG.
Yeah, and he played against us. He played against us and had a worldie, if you remember that first game about 3 years ago. Navas.
Yes.
They had a couple of keepers in, and then they drafted him in.
I was thinking Jesus Navas, but he's a right back.
He had his debut against us, if you remember, and he played class. And I'm just looking at a scenario like that. Is there someone we could bring in just to shore it up? But then again, I mean, I think a lot of people are a little bit unsure on the goalkeeper. But when you're having a discussion, lads, this is where I'm at. When you're not sure if Perry is a better option than Darlow, and you might go, yeah, I honestly think that's the discussion point of the fans. I've had it myself. Like with other fans, Darlow may be a better option than Perry, potentially. He's not miles better for money we spent on him. That's where I sort of look at it and go, for me, we need better.
But if you're basing your opinion solely on his distribution.
No, well, I don't think he's a great shot stopper either, mate. I really don't. I think that goal, what squeezed in, he could have done better. I thought the free kick of the week, it sounds a little bit harsh. Again, he could have done a bit better. I don't think he's covered himself in glory at all, at any aspect of his game, if I'm honest.
I think
yeah, but that's just like your opinion.
I think that free kick, I said on this in the show last week, he was really unlucky where it was placed. I think it was just out of reach. I don't think anyone saves that, but most of the time the keeper's lucky enough that it goes a yard further away, so they go, it's completely unsavable. There's never a debate. I think he's been quite unlucky that some of those shots have been within debate of saving. That one, Neto's shooting from 4 yards out or whatever it is, he should score that 99 times out of 100.
It's only that much at Neto aiming to the ball.
Yeah, but he kicks it in it.
The free kick from...
Well, yeah, he does.
the free kick from Rodgers a couple of weeks ago, the wall didn't do its job properly. I know Bossnass has said about Rodon jumping too early.
Yeah.
But if the wall does its job there, it's perfect height for the wall to block it.
That's a wall problem. I agree.
Better, that gets blocked.
But
we probably get a point out of that game.
You've got to anticipate the worst case scenario, and all they had to do really.
No, if a free kick happens 18 yards out and it beats the wall side, it goes in 99 times out of 100.
It's not like that one from John Joe Shelby from Newcastle when it went straight through Melier.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
But talk about January. I don't know if we're going to get on to January, but I said I'd love a 10. But like Graham Smith said on the Inside Ellen Road the other day. You go and find a decent 10 and go, you're going to play 4-5 games between now and the end of the season, which isn't really so you're not going to get a decent 10, are you? Because they're not going to start many games. Because it'd be useful to have them for the games against Burnley at home or Forest at home or whatever it may be. But we're not. He can't go. Harry Wilson, come to us in January for those because Harry Wilson suddenly hasn't got a spot in this squad either, has he? There's no real spot for there's no continual spot for a 10 or a winger anymore. There's just not in this formation.
And he's been playing for Fulham a lot recently.
And he's been brilliant for them, to be fair. He has been very good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we just need a keeper who's really like energetic and maybe isn't 4 foot tall like this guy. It's gonna be so weird later on when I've done that many times when I get copyrighted for having that music on, and there's just gonna be like 4 muted bits throughout this video.
Mate, he's gonna come up to you tomorrow before the Liverpool game and
bite my
headbutt
ankles
you in the knees.
Yeah, just quickly as well. Yeah, Michelle, thank you so much. Again, another super chat, £10. Thank you. Great video, Matty, showing Howard Wilkinson deserved award and past Leeds legends. Thanks so much for that, Michelle. You know me. If I think it's interesting, I'll do a video of it and put it on and see if it's well received by you guys. So yeah, thanks so much for that.
On YouTube, you.
To be fair, I feel like it. The hardest working part-time idiot that's on YouTube. I know that much. I just live for this. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, when it gets well received, I put a lot of hard work into it. So thanks for that, Michelle. It means a lot. Top Banana, 98 likes. Let's get to 100. I'm sure we can. That would be great if you can smash a like, please. We do need a 10 that can do 8 also. Yeah, I agree.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah, no, it is 100%, mate. I think I think Tanaka's that though as well, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think that's Tanaka, me, mate. I do.
Maybe.
I'll tell you where my head's at the minute. You look at the 4 games: Villa, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool. I was expecting 0 points from those 4. The fact that we've got 3, I'm happy with whatever happens tomorrow.
I think the fact it's 3 days later as well really plays into that. The lads will be a bit tired. There's like a few injuries about.
As daft as it sounds, I would rather go 4-3-3 tomorrow and then go at it for Brentford, Palace, and Sunderland.
Yeah.
That's an interesting point as well, because you'd rather, like, now Gudmundsson wasn't playing against Man City. I was like, why is he not playing? But actually, now he should be able to play tomorrow against Liverpool, which is quite good. So yeah, maybe I don't know. We're not in a position where we can rest people and give games up. Of course, we've got to try as much every game.
Yeah,
I think we can use our energy differently.
Yeah, I'm not saying necessarily throw the game, but like you say, use your energy in the right places.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't always high
no one expected us to beat Chelsea, and anybody that says they did is a liar.
You know what I want to see, boys?
Nobody's expected us to.
I want to see Priestley. Hopefully we don't have no injured players and we can play 3-5-2. I want to see the 3-5-2 work again, even if it's in a defeat. I don't want to walk away tomorrow 3-5-2 and battered 4-0, because then what will happen is
negative fucker.
No. I haven't gone on to predictions yet, but imagine if we play a 3-5-2 and we get beat 4-0. All of a sudden, there'll be panic thinking, wow, he's got to go again. You know what I mean? I mean, my head with Farke at the minute is still very much. I can have my reservations on him because I didn't think he'd change, and I want a Farke out and all that shite. I think 3-5-2 suits us. If he sticks with that formation, I think we'll get enough points and we may stay up. His in-game management has to improve. We saw that again. So you're only as good as your last game. So show us again he can do it. But it needs to work again for me. If we walk away from that a bad performance, Adam, and a loss in the 3-5-2, I think
that's the problem, isn't it? You're absolutely right, because Farke's doing everything. If we had a new manager against Chelsea on Wednesday and he did exactly what Farke did in that game, I'd be like, "Oh, great! This guy's doing exactly what I wanted. He set us up brilliantly." I say it felt like a new manager. So if it suddenly stops working all of a sudden, then I go, "Oh, is it?" Because I've never really thought it is the players. But now you're playing a system that suits the players. If we start losing playing that system, if you lose 2-1, even if you lose 3-1, you have a very good performance. There's something in that. If you do I don't think we'll get hammered by Liverpool. They've been so bad all season. But yeah, I just think this way of playing is always going to keep us in games of football. So we're going to talk about changing players. The problem is we haven't. You're changing style completely. If Tanaka sits and Gruev plays, if Nemecha sits out and Nonto plays, we change so much all the time. There's not a lot of profiles on the bench that cover our players at the moment at all. There's a few players in there that haven't got, with Longstaff out in particular. There's a few players. If Longstaff's fit, you can pick up three of those 4. Great, you got options there. But with him out, there's not. Gruev comes in, but Gruev's very defensive. Gruev's not going to play further forward and affect the game further forward. So yeah, it's it's tough to see if if you say like Priest said, if you need a couple of changes, a couple of them might force a formation change just because the players are coming profile wise.
Yeah,
I would rather change it tomorrow and lose than change it against Brentford.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Because Brentford, Palace, and Sunderland, we should be winning 2 of those. Especially Sunderland.
Oh,
are we at home against Sunderland?
No,
we're away.
Oh, that'll be easy win.
Nightmare.
Easy win.
And then we've got Liverpool and come after that. So
mental, isn't it?
Roger, Slicker here, Matty and the boys. When's the next influx of under 21s breaking through? It's a breakthrough in it these days, especially in a side that isn't established in Premier League. I mean, you've obviously got Harry Gray, you've got is it Pickles, you've got
Young.
Cresswell. They're really young, but they're really talented.
It's more difficult in a Premier League team than it is in a Championship team.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly, lads, I think if we didn't get promoted last season, I think Harry Gray would be a bench option this season, all season. I think in Championship, he'd be on bench. He'd be getting. If we went down this season, he'd be playing next season.
I wouldn't be adverse to sending Harry Gray out on loan to a League 1, League 2 team.
I'd be up for that in January. I would be.
But actually, apparently, Championship clubs want him. Like 6 or 7 Championship clubs want him. He's that highly thought of. But he's got to start. He's got to be playing football. So if but then you look at Gelhardt, he's got a Championship. He's scored 10 goals already this season. I think he scored again tonight. Unbelievable. I know he's not about being youngster, but I think no one 21's broke through at Leeds other than since Archie probably, and before that I don't know who that would have been. Kind of in Somerville surely, but it's not been a lot that's broke through recently, and actually sustained it in the first.
But if we'd stayed in Premier League as well, Adam, that season, Archie Gray wouldn't have been playing in Premier League.
Yeah, no, absolutely right. Yeah,
it's very much if we went down this season, you'd see Gray again coming. You know, his brother coming and he'd do okay.
Archie's an interesting talking point actually. I mean, how old is Archie Gray now? Is he 19?
When I think 19. I think it's 19. Yeah, maybe 19. Mate, yeah, we're 17.
19. Yeah,
19.
He's
mad, that, isn't it?
I mean, absolutely. But I mean, he started the other day for Tottenham in centre midfield, and he's still not ready to play centre midfield for them.
He's played pretty much everywhere but centre midfield.
Yeah,
he's played right back, centre back, left back.
He played centre midfield in the Champions League the other day away from home. I can't remember who they played, and he was quite good apparently. But he's still missing that tight touch, that technique, just to take in those tight spaces and turn out of trouble. I think a little bit. He's the sort of player. Do you know what? How Archie Gray worked brilliantly in this format, this free midfield we're playing. He'd be brilliant for that, up and down the pitch. Yeah. He'd be fantastic for that.
Yeah. Charlie Cruz says here, Richard Hogan, Charlie Cruz. Well, he's not been played at Doncaster yet. Maybe he needs to come back and then go out on loan again. Alan Smith, 17. James Miller, 16. If you're good enough, you're old enough. I agree. I'm all about that. I just don't think they're going to break in at minute at Leeds. There's too much money and all that stuff for them to even risk it.
Also, while we're talking about potential January options.
Yep.
The next person I see on Twitter saying that we should go for Jesse Lingard is getting blocked.
Quick, everyone, go spam his Twitter, which nobody knows. But yeah, it would be
Joffy's there. Joffy's there if we go down. I think not for Premier League. I don't feel in this couple of years not ready for Premier League. I don't think.
I won't want to bring him back in January, lads, and let him just sit on bench and not get minutes. It won't be fair to him. We've sort of stunted his growth enough, and he's let him play football.
How did that game finish up anyway?
I'm not too sure tonight. I'm not too sure.
I know Bury were 4-0 up at half time.
Mad. Right.
Gray's tall, but he's slight. He's too slight for the Premier League at the moment.
Yeah, he is. Right then, lads, let's move on to the last segment. It is Starred Chat. We're 4-1, butter. Right then.
Cheers.
Loads of Starred Chats tonight. Loads. I might start too many. Brett, he's messaging me a lot as Brett. He's commenting a lot on my videos lately. I think he's a Sunderland fan, but member at channel. Great support. Can't rely on the 3-5-2 for every game. It will work against some teams and others. It will still need to be flexible. Yeah, I agree with that, but I also think the 4-3-3 has been played nearly every game by Farke, and that can't work every game either. I do like the horses for courses, Adam, but do we stumble on a formation under Farke, and will he stick to that week in, week out? Because that's what he does.
I think I say with this, I think the free centre backs should play as many games as they can, right? And I think that's the starting point of anything we do from now on out. So, but obviously that can be. Everyone says 3-5-2. That can be a 5-3-2, and that can even turn into 5-4-1 at times as well. If you're really sitting in for a stretch of this game, don't high press. Do a 5-4-1. Say in the match you're going to drop into left, stack it right, whatever it may be. So I think there's so many options with this. that your base formation, a lot of teams have a base formation when they've got the ball, when they haven't got the ball. So, and that's fine. That's what we'll do as well. At the moment, the way we're playing, three centre backs is important. Bijou in the centre of them, I think that those solid back three is a great starting point for any side. Big, strong, send teams wide, let them cross it. We should win all the headers. Not a problem at all. So sometimes a problem. But yeah, and two up front, certain games, but you can play a different profile. Sometimes you might want to play pro in behind them. Sometimes you want to play a 3-4-1-2. You can do all sorts of things with that. So I think start with a 3 and then go from there. And then it adapts as you see fit per game.
Yeah. Adam, Priestley, should I say? Priestley. This one's for you, mate. Let you answer this one. Liam Moore, keep banging the Farke drum. One win doesn't change the poor performances as of late. Hopefully the 49ers make a change no matter what the result tomorrow. Get him gone.
Farke.
Short and sweet.
I think
I get that the whole one swallow doesn't make a summer, but
hey.
It's weird because he like you say, he's come across this formation that we've all been crying out for, and it's sort of like the golden formula. If he keeps playing it, fans will back it until we start losing 2 or 3 in a row. Then it'll be like, you should never have changed it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is there's nothing more fickle than football fans.
True.
I think the thing with Farke, right, as I said, if we had a new manager if we had any manager in the world and he played that way against Chelsea, I would have been delighted. He would have done everything I wanted him to do.
Yeah.
So it was like having a new manager anyway. And I think Farke, in his defence of anything, he's quite good at executing a game plan. I think he just chose the wrong game plan a lot of the time. So I've never seen a problem with him. The way he obviously can coach players to do what he wants them to do. I don't think can be that much doubt about that. I think he just chose to do the wrong thing at times. So I say, if he stops work, I was really impressed in the way we sat in and the first half gave them a lot of possession, still created chances ourselves, but getting forward quickly, but actually gave them very few chances despite Chelsea having lots of possession. And they had a lot of talented players on that field. A lot of players. I say they played their hands a little bit in terms of the way they set up, but in general, they had a lot of talented players still. They're the world champions, and we didn't really give them much for a look in. It's fine.
No,
so I think, yeah, I actually found a newfound respect for Farke. Usually when he's his profile, I'm like, oh, fuck off.
Wow.
Oh, fuck off. But actually, I was like, I wasn't saying anything positive, actually. I was just going, not saying fuck off.
And when it comes to this, boys, do you think Farke will listen to the fans? Honestly, I don't think he'll. I think he may listen to fans. I actually think he may have a bit of a Google and a little look on Twitter now and again to have a see what the temperature in the room is. But I don't think he's done it for that reason. I genuinely think he was stemming the bleeding at City. That's what I think. I think he knew a 3-5-2 would be less likely to concede 5, 6, 7, which, let's be fair, it probably would have ended up if we'd have just maintained the same formation, same. So I think and because it worked, it'd have been idiotic not to continue it. And now all of a sudden, a game and a half later, we're in a totally different place. And I think it's just down to fear of conceding goal for me.
I think, it's not like the club management, as in the directors and everything, just sit there and go, right, just sit there and then sack him. There would have been discussions before that. And I think the discussion would be, what are you doing? What's the game plan here? This is what we agreed. They must have all agreed in summer. Big, strong guys playing direct football, running around the pitch and try and beat teams physically. That must have been the agreements to get the players we got. So they've gone to him. What are you doing? And I think he's changed it. I think that's just what's happened.
Yeah, maybe.
I think
Svensson, but there's plenty of people out there who are good.
Who would replace him? If it's Rodgers, Postecoglou, or O'Neill, you can have my season ticket.
If it's Rodgers who plays slow build up, high press, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1. If it's Rodgers and we go to all Farke's principles with a new manager, that would be the biggest mistake we can make.
Yeah, well, I actually think now that it's regardless of tomorrow's result, is in the job now for a fair few weeks again, unless it goes sour. But yeah, I'm so hopeful with this formation that who knows.
I think if we lose comprehensively tomorrow, I wouldn't be shocked if you sacked next week.
Yeah, I think if we lose tomorrow, I'm not even convincingly. I think if we lose tomorrow, it could potentially. I mean, they did give him. No,
to say if he loses against Liverpool, he's sacked.
I'm not saying he should go. I could see it because going back 4 or 5 weeks, Priestley, they give him the Villa, the City, the Liverpool, they give him that run of games to maintain that point per game.
Oh,
Shite they've been on about.
That's
But
nuts.
no, it's nuts, Adam. But it was a thing that
Yeah.
And if we lose tomorrow, it's 14 points in 15. So I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
but,
not
but then,
I'm just
if we
saying.
beat Brentford, we're ahead of a point per game.
Yeah, but Brentford weren't including it. It was the end of the Liverpool game. So for me,
They've-
that's the block of games they give him.
That's their line in the sand. Absolutely, that's their line in the sand.
It's
isn't
like
it?
anything.
Regardless.
You've always got to have a. If you're bidding in an auction and you're going to go 100 quid, why not go 100? You've got to draw the line somewhere. And
What are you buying? What are you buying?
Nothing today because I couldn't afford it.
Oh, okay. Was there an auction?
An auction, and every single time, mate, the first bid was 200 quid.
You must be
Mental.
rolling in that YouTube revenue by now.
Never, right? You know what happened today, right? They went with the title winners from 91-92 season, signed shirt, went for 1,600 quid. This season's signed shirt, and no one put their hand up, and they had to go down and down. I think that started like at 100 quid, where other ones were flying off at 300 to start with. I think that went for 500 in the end. I was like, yeah, no one's asked at a minute. Like,
I'll stick to his stuff from Casey.
no one's asked at a minute. It's quite funny. But yeah, it was. But yeah, I ain't gonna put my hand up for any of that. I was worried to bloody move. I didn't want to move in case I thought
I got some stuff when we went to
twitching.
Beckford and Becky at Peacock last year.
Did you?
Yeah, I got a framed signed photo of them both, which I was delighted at.
I bet you were, mate.
Especially since I didn't pay for it.
Yeah, I think Slot is sacked if we lose tomorrow, mate. I really do. Who's the question for you, Priestley? After that little quiz, who is the only Leeds player to never miss a major final in the Revy era?
There's no way we'll get that. That's tough.
It's a tough one, that.
To never miss a major final.
I love that. Yeah. In the Revy era.
Surely it must be Charlton.
Don't know. We're not even going to know unless he's still in chat. We're never going to know. But yeah, let's.
Surely it must be because he played the most games for us.
It might have been. Nige, what happened with the guy spitting? How many games did he get? Hannibal's
4-game ban.
And how much money? How much Wonga did he get?
15 grand.
Oh, dirty.
It's scandalous. It's scandalous because all the Burnley fans, when it happened, he went nowhere near Leeds fans. Leeds fans are lying. He admitted it.
Yeah, he's admitted that. Yeah. Horrible, man. Priestley, Reaney, and someone put Midley, but maybe Reaney. Maybe.
Yeah, Reaney's a good shout as well.
It could have been Reaney, mate. It could have been.
To be fair, I wasn't born for any of them, so.
But this one, Top Banana. What was Leeds' first major trophy, and who scored the winning goal? My God, this is hard. This one, Top Banana, mate. There's no way he's going to know these ones.
So that all depends on his definition of a major trophy. Because the first major trophy we won was the First Division in 1968, and nobody scored the winning goal because it was a 0-0 draw at Liverpool.
He's a freak, isn't it?
It's got to be a cup, hasn't it? It's got to be a cup, otherwise you can't have been a winning goal.
The first
final.
Oh, unless it was a League Cup, in which case it's Terry Cooper. Terry Cooper.
League Cup in '67.
Terry Cooper, yeah. Because he had a dream he was going to score the winning goal.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, mate.
The Arsenal 1-0.
You're ridiculous. All right, last one of these questions, but I wanted to ask you this one. Question for Priestley: who is Leeds United's record goal scorer, and how many goals was it? How many goals is it?
Record goal scorer is Lorimer, and I think it's somewhere around 262.
Is that many?
Yep. And if it isn't 262, somewhere in the history books now they'll be rubbing it out and writing 262 because actually they believe Priestley's guesstimations and the actual number. So yes, you have now scored 262, Mr. Lorimer, regardless if you've only scored.
I know it's Lorimer. I'm not sure how many goals he got.
It's 155, I think, Duncan. But yeah, to be fair, you weren't there for any of them, Priestley. So you do pretty well to even know any of it, to be honest. So that is it's good going. Right.
I thank me granddad.
Right, lads. I think we're going to leave it there. That has been a bumper show. Don't take this wrong way, Priestley. A bit of a mishmash. We had to get you on last minute. It's been a good one, though. You've been a great guest. But yeah, Bossnass couldn't do it because of his poorly lad.
I'll lay in bed watching Stranger Things. It's fine.
Stranger Things is good. That series is good.
I'm only halfway through the 4 episodes, so please don't spoil.
I won't say anything, but yeah, big up to Bossnass and his lad. I hope he's okay and hope he's all right for next Friday. Priestley, great standing as always. AG, thanks so much for everything you do for the channel. Absolutely bang on. Great chat as always. An hour and 43. Please smash us a like. We've got up to 109 likes. That's absolutely cracking. 128 still watching. Yeah, thank you so much. Anything you want to add, lads, before we shoot off? Score prediction. Got to do that. Score prediction. AG, go on. Give us a score prediction.
3-2 Leeds.
3-2 lead. Oh, no. Priestley?
3-0 Liverpool.
No. Great. Cheers for a good show. Cheers, Eddie. Thank you so much. No, Rini wasn't there, believe it or not. And no, you haven't missed Mr. Whitesnake's poem because it hasn't been on. He isn't well, mate. He ain't well, so we haven't done it this week, pal. But he'll be back next week, I'm sure. Richard Woodthorpe, great show, lads. Best Leeds content on here. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. Andy says 2-2. 2-1 says Paul. 4-3 Leeds. That would be unreal. Bob Young, hope you're well, mate. Keep the faith, Matty. We'll be fine. I'll send you a connection on Instagram. I'll check it out, mate. No worries. Good night, boys. 2-1 says Bill. Love you, man. Play a good outro. I can bang you a song on if you want, mate. Great chat again. Best show on YouTube. Thanks, lads and Priestley. Great stuff. Right, lads. Leeds are winning tomorrow. 2-0 pip everyone. 3-1 Leeds. Heard it here first. Yeah. Thank you so much. Please smash a like on your way out. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's play a song then. You two stay behind and listen to this. We're going to put on, because I've seen Wilkinson today, we're going to put Scrapbook Memories on. Take care, everyone. Look after your sens. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
My uncle took me by the hand to Ellen Road one day. The roar of the crowd, the sea of white, I was miles away. We couldn't go too often, money was tight at home, but every Saturday I'd find a way to make that team my own. Radio crackling hot my throat as they kicked off at 3. Highlights late on telly nights, that was Leeds for me. I'd cut out all the paper clippings, stick them in a book. My scrapbook dreams, my childhood team, each memory I took. Chapman rising like a king, heading home with pride. Wallace dancing through the lines, defenders left behind. A midfield made of iron, grit and glory in their eyes. Leeds United, under Wilkinson we touch the sky. Panini stickers on my wall, your boy was the one. Thunderbolts from nowhere, Lord those goals would stun. I traded school for every card, just to get them all. Heroes on a budget, standing proud and tall. Chapman rising like a king, heading home with pride. Wallace dancing through the lines, defenders left behind. A midfield made of iron, grit and glory in their eyes. Leeds United, under Wilkinson we touch the sky. Didn't need the world to know us, didn't need the fame, just the badge, the fight, that never die, the beauty of the game. From Batty's bite to Strachan's brain, every piece fit tight. They built a team and lit a dream in every Leeds kid's night. Chapman rising like a king, heading home with pride. Wallace dancing through the lines, defenders left behind. Yebo's thunder shaking nets, pure magic in disguise. Leeds United, under Wilkinson we touch the sky. Still hear the echoes in my heart from those old match day highs. Just a lad with a radio and scrapbook dreams.